Just do Oh, oh my!
Hi.
What? You're back again.
How are you
They
doing?
they just let you in.
Yeah.
You're original stalker.
They did. They
You
let me
came
in.
by
I
last
didn't
week.
believe
you
it.
came by. You came by again. They just let you right on in. Didn't
They did.
Your style is immaculate.
I charmed the bouncers up front.
So how was the traffic?
I did.
How was the traffic? You was coming down what, 81?
Yeah, I saw a few meth heads on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one on a scooter.
Mm. Did you see the bicycle?
I don't think he was wearing pants.
Did you see the guy's bicycle? He turned into a motorcycle.
That I didn't see yet.
I really wish he would make me one of those. It's actually a masterpiece.
Oh yeah,
it's a Huffy bicycle.
Yep.
And I guess he took a weed eater apart and turned it into a motorcycle. And that motherfucker can run.
Really?
Wow. What are you here for today? Exactly.
I heard this beautiful music. You were playing this beautiful music. You remind me of my Uncle Charlie. He used to play piano. And I think he got drunk as fuck on the weekends.
Where was he from?
Dapper. Dapper young man.
But where was he from?
He's not dapper now. He's not
young.
young.
Like, where was Charlie from? Was it Charlie Two Shoes, was it?
Virginia. Virginia.
I don't think I know any Charlies.
Mm-mm.
Dapper.
Dapper is a motherfucker. Good looking.
That's the way to do it.
Yep.
If you're gonna do it.
Kind of had hair like you.
You know what?
Okay, I'm sorry. You know, that was a little too forward.
Well,
what
I wanted to know, was you here for the items of interest, poems, and propaganda?
I'm up for it.
Because last time you came around here, you was looking for fucking turtles.
Yeah, and you know what? You didn't have any. You said it was your neighbor. So I went to her house. She wasn't there. I guess she must have been out fishing or something. I don't know, whatever she does. I think she cooks meth. I don't know.
You know what? I don't bother them now.
Mm-mm.
The thing is, I want to know about the importance of playing a role in the new society. The dog-eat-dog world that is growing.
You know what you gotta do? And it's gonna sound really scary, but I think the role you have to play in society today is gonna have a lot to do with your own inner nature. So you gotta dig down deep. Do you understand what I'm saying? You gotta figure out what's your core motivation in this life. Because that's gonna shape everything. It's gonna shape everything you do, I think. You know, or I could just talk to my psychiatrist.
Well,
you know, I might have to get my medication adjusted.
Do you believe in the medication?
No.
I really don't trust
it. And I do think that if you take that medication, it should be temporary. I don't think it should be a lifelong thing. I think that's devastating. That's my opinion. Yeah.
I don't know, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, we're
really
all
screwed. At this point, I mean, Jesus Christ, we're living in a dust storm.
It's bad.
Fucking.
It's gonna get bad.
You know, I was on lithium for a little while, but like I said, it helped me for a period. But
isn't that
when
batteries?
I was on it, but it helped me, but then I think if I would have quit it then for a short period, I would have been better because then I completely lost my mind and almost killed myself. But for a short time there, I wrote a book and I wasn't drinking or anything. I had it, but I think if they would just cut me off there and slowly teetered me off, I would have been able to weather that out.
Well, you should.
But the thing is, one day you just snap. That's when I don't take those psychiatric.
Why do you
medicines.
think you snapped?
Well, I don't know. It messes with your brain chemistry. I don't like it at all.
I don't either. It's bad.
I don't like it at all. I've never seen any good come out of it, but some people it works for, so I can't say it's complete.
For those of you listening in right now, if you just heard my pit bull, he's very overbearing.
Sanford.
Yeah, his name is Sanford.
Get your shit together.
He really needs to get it together.
I got a lot riding on this.
I'm really worried about him. He spends a lot of time in the mirror.
All right. What was the last show you watched on broadcast television?
I want to say it was Stephen Colbert. I want to say that, but and I think that's true. However, Good Times sticks out to me. Good Times. You're talking about like a show? Good Times.
Yeah.
Remember?
What
Remember
was
that song?
What was that late night black television host on the public broadcast?
I know
Travis
who you're
Smiley.
talking about. Tavis
Tavis
Smiley.
Smiley.
He was good.
I think that was the last thing I
He
ever
was
watched.
good, and I want to say they took him off air.
I think that was the
I
last
think
thing
they
I
did.
saw was Tavis Smiley.
He had so many interesting guests.
I liked Tavis Smiley
Really
late
did.
night, and I liked Yao Ming and Pepin cooking shows. Fucking
Pepin
out
is
of this
good.
world. Other than that, it was all bullshit. I haven't
I
watched.
agree.
I haven't watched live television in how many years now?
Yeah.
Going
Do you
on.
know I did this for the first time, and I want to say years. I accidentally hit the television button on the TV, and there was Judge Judy.
Oh,
I saw her.
You know,
Yeah, she's
you
still
know
going strong.
She's retired now. The show's over.
Yeah, but that's funny. But they
Wow.
still have the reruns and stuff.
Wow,
Yeah.
Judge Judy, we used to,
I saw her. And
you
I was like,
remember we used to get so. I got to where they started making me take an hour lunch. I'd come home and eat one of them dollar pizzas
Yeah.
to watch Judge Judy and go back to work.
Yeah.
Man, we used to watch so much Judge Judy.
Yeah.
She was a boss, dude.
Oh, yeah.
She was fucking cussing people out left and right.
Mhm.
That shit never got old. Judge Mathis, I love motherfucking Judge Mathis, dude.
Sometimes that's how you have to be, though. You know.
You know what? You're getting off deck now.
I
Check
feel
on
it. I'm
something.
feeling it.
Hmm?
I'm feeling it. I am getting off deck. It's not good.
Getting
Getting off. Getting off deck. Getting off deck while getting off.
Getting off deck.
While getting off.
Walking.
Can you imagine the faces people would make? Like a guy, just as he comes, he falls off deck. That would be so funny. Oh my god. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. We're so off course.
That is so awesome.
We have very important things
These
to
are-
discuss.
Oh, what a list. What a list.
We do.
What a list. How many years will it take until we live in a virtual world?
15.
You
15.
bet on 15.
It's the first number that came to mind. 15.
Not 12.
I don't know why. It could be sooner, but I say 15. I don't know why, but 15.
Mhm.
Well, here's why I say this, because I think what they have to do is there's a building up process. So there's so much technology we don't have access to right now, and so they're going to have to introduce it, and I think we're going to see a huge wave of it. I don't know
Do
why.
you think they're going to have to insert it into us and slowly
I-
create us into cyborgs?
They're going to want to do it. I
But
swear they're going to want to do it.
It's going to become mandatory that we have chips and implants installed into us.
They're gonna
in
wanna
the
do
new
it.
World order.
I think it's inescapable, and it's actually really scary to me. It's scary to me. I'll be honest with you. I'm afraid.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either, but
'Cause
there's a part of
gotta
me that
hatch
gives
it.
me the creeps.
I say we got to run and gun it, but
Do it.
I mean,
Do
I
it.
don't think in my time, you know,
Do
they're
it.
not fucking. Dude, I'm from '84.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be grandfathered in and fuck your institution.
I hope I'm grandmother.
But these young
in.
motherfuckers, I don't know what to tell them.
Grandmother
Because
down.
I sure as hell haven't never been listened to. I sure as hell won't be listened to later. But I be goddamn.
Isn't it funny that
Man, you fucking.
they won't
kidding
listen
me.
to you, but you're right about everything?
No, it's
That's funny. It shows you how much people hate the truth.
now you're getting crazy.
I'm sorry. Let's
Now you're getting crazy.
let's move on.
Look,
I think. I mean, we got some
We
important
got the
things.
dust storm rolling
to
in. The
discuss.
birds are getting anxious. Are we still burning bras? And are women still burning bras?
I think they are. Did you know what's really getting scary to me? It's not feminists, okay? I'm all for feminism. However, you have these really, I guess you'd call them radical type feminists where they think men shouldn't have a voice at all. You should spit on them. You should kick them. They're evil. Like, do you know those types? Have you met any?
Oh,
They're scary.
oh man, have I?
Remember you told me about that feminist in the car that time? Remember that? Wasn't your was it a girlfriend driving you somewhere and
Oh,
you told
yeah,
me
that,
something
that
like
was
that.
like one of my first girlfriends. That was like the first like feminist. I thought she was lesbian, but she was just very feminist.
Yeah, hardcore.
And she fucking just was screaming at me like I didn't like anything I said was like my opinion. You fucking men and like
Oh,
she
my.
just it was brutal,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, yeah, I just wanted to say, I want to get out the fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you're a bitch.
Creepy.
And then she really lost her mind when I called her a bitch. But I'm like, you're a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But she was so, I didn't even do nothing. I just met this lady.
Yeah.
But she just attacked with you because you got a dick. You know, I was like, what the fuck?
You can't control that. I mean,
So, you
that's
know
how
what?
you're
I
born.
said, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, and I said, pull over.
That's sad.
Get the fuck
Why,
out.
why are people like that? I don't understand.
I don't
mean,
know, but
you can't
it
do
was
anything.
exciting because then I knew what a feminist was because I didn't know what it was.
You want to
until
know
that
something
day.
though? Well, you know what I think about though, whether it's a man or woman or a hermaphrodite even. You know something?
Hermaphrodite. Now that would be special.
You know something? That baby was born, and you got to think that baby was loved, and it. You know, why should you apologize for being a man or a woman or both? Why?
Oh,
You just got here.
You know what?
You just got here. It's not your fault.
No, fuck that. Yeah,
Stop
it's
it.
completely their fault.
No, it's
No,
not.
fuck 'em.
No, it isn't.
Florida is a festering sewer. I get it.
Yeah.
Psychological disturbance on the fence of great personal destruction.
Let me tell you something about Florida, mister, if you care to hear me out. Here's what's bad about Florida. I don't know if they've...
Have you ever been?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, probably 6 years old. Vacation.
Is that where you told the lady her house?
Yeah,
Shit.
I went in her house. I said her house looked like shit. And her husband laughed. Larry laughed his ass off. He never forgot that. Never forgot me.
Oh.
And let me tell you something about Florida. I don't know if they touched the Everglades. Don't laugh at me. The Everglades are very important. You know why?
What?
It cleans the water.
It's got pythons in it.
Yes, they do. That's a big problem. Do you know they have too many pythons? That's because one stupid
They have
person.
too many rednecks.
Yeah, but one stupid person released a python, and you know what happened? Now Florida's
You
over.
know, that was an indigenous land to Native Americans, and now it's sponsored by Natural Light.
Sacred land.
And now it's
Sacred
sponsored
land.
by Natural Light and
Yep.
NASCAR, which
But-
is making big change.
But the Everglades clean the water system. So you know what's going to happen without the Everglades? Poop water. It's going to be nasty. Florida water is the worst.
Well, the thing is they got those holes on it.
It's really
It's
bad.
just sand that's got holes in the water moves out. They got those sinkholes.
Mm-hmm.
And like this every now and then just like a whole fucking like
Yeah.
block just fucking falls down into the ground. And
Yeah.
like what happened?
And people, like, they go to buy a house. And their
Oh,
house
man.
just sinks into the
Yeah,
ground.
she's
It's
sinking
like,
into the
you
fucking
spent
ground.
2.3
Damn, that is so horrible. I
Yeah.
would never live near the water.
million on
Yeah,
this
that
humble
is-
abode, and it just sinks.
I would never.
Yeah,
That's why I would
overnight.
never live near the water. It's fucking.
done.
You never know. You could just fucking.
You're done.
You could disappear.
It's like falling into Satan's asshole.
What happened to David? I don't know. I heard his house turned into a lake.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on Florida?
Okay. I will tell you about my time in Florida. I went to Orlando,
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah.
I was a competitive fighter.
Okay.
I beat the shit out of everybody.
Wow.
I actually won
Yeah.
the international championship
Yeah.
this year. So I was balls deep.
This year?
No,
You
Not this year,
I
but
thought I
this
might have
year.
to
I was
adjust my
in the
medication.
mindset. I was
Okay.
remembering when I was there.
I thought,
I remembered how great this victory
like,
was.
wow.
No, I used to be a
You're
hell of
living
a
a double
fighter.
life,
I was
okay.
a really good fighter.
I know.
But I won that, and I was in Orlando that year,
Mhm.
and I was the man.
Mhm.
Dude, I didn't even want to take the fucking uniform and black belt off. I was walking around. Yeah. But little did I know that there's like curfews and shit at
Yeah.
this time. And I was underage. I was drinking. I'd party later.
Mhm.
I was that kind of guy, and I got in trouble with the police, and I didn't know there was curfews, and I was underage and drinking and fighting and gambling. I did it all, man. I caused a ruckus, and yeah, I had problems with the police, and I just remember they was very rude.
Very rude. Okay.
Very rude people.
Why
in
do you
general.
think so? Why do you think? Weather? You think it's just too hot? It's really hot.
Because you're
It's
not
bad.
from there.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But I remember they was very rude, but also I was very young and rowdy. But when you're not from there, though, and it's like a tourist
the
type
hell are
area,
you? Yeah.
they want you to fucking like you're
Who
disturbing
the
the
hell
peace.
are you?
And where I'm from, I am born from a place where when we have a good time, we disturb the peace. That is the point.
Yep.
You have fun. It's just you do shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it went sour.
If you're young in general, you're gonna be doing shit.
Dude, I used to fight police.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you was young, you can get away with it. But when you get older, yeah, you should know better.
Yep.
But boy, that's when I'd fucking smack one. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh wow. When you dream, do you ever think about it? Like you're doing overtime, living in another life.
Yes.
This is where the dream topic comes up.
Yes.
This is one we was interested about.
Yeah.
What a topic.
It is. Especially when you have one of those experiences in a dream where you are literally living another life. That's crazy. And when you wake up, it transforms you forever. You can't see the world the same way anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't.
Absolutely.
You came away with some experiences that you never thought you'd ever experience. I've had that. Changed me forever. I don't know if you want to get into, into all that, but it's heavy. It's a pretty heavy topic.
Like I was explaining, sometimes I would come home from work and you're so tired, but you go to sleep and back at work and everything's different.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning I wake up, I'm not even sure what the difference is anymore because I feel like I've redone it so many times.
Speak a little loud. A little loud.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I am not. I'm not. I am not. No, I'm not. People want to hear your beautiful voice.
Get the fuck out of here.
You have a
Jim
beautiful
Morrison, the time I met him and why he is my hero.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this. When I was about 17, I had this huge bag of mushrooms that I bought. Off the
Huge
black
bag.
market.
Now, what do you mean by huge
It
bag?
was these big fucking mushrooms. And I cooked them into a tea.
Oh.
And I was experimenting with them at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I drank them, I would keep a notebook of when I took a dose and drank a cup, and I'd record the time, and I'd set the alarm clock, and I'd lay in the bed and meditate.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and see when the alarm clock would go off after so many hours, I would wake up. But I went into a world into just this black room like a bar that had a chic glow, and sat down beside a man, and it was Jim Morrison, out of all people, and I just was in this parallel universe,
Yeah.
and I told him, hey man, I said, man, back where I'm from, I said that song The End is like the #1 hit right now, and he said, oh really? And I laughed at him and I said, no, I'm just kidding. And I laughed in his face, and he thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
But
I
I
could
said,
see
I
that.
like it. But he thought it was a funny joke, because
Yeah.
he turns like, what, really? Because he thought he was still famous, and I said, no,
So
not really.
you just had a moment
And
with
then
him.
he
Yeah.
took a shot of fucking tequila, and he got up and said he had to go and
Ooh.
walked out.
Yeah.
But we shared a laugh,
Mhm.
and he just left. And I was like, wow, I won't never forget that.
Yeah.
But it was him.
Yeah.
I met him, but we just bumped into each other.
In everything you're saying about him, I can see him doing that. That's what
He
I'm
was
saying.
just sitting there thinking to himself, and
Yeah.
he had a shot of whiskey, and I just walked up and I made a joke, and we laughed.
Yeah.
But I caught him. He was like, I was like, hey man, I love that song, The End. It's the #1 hit right now. And he said, really? What? Really? And I laughed and said, no, I'm just kidding.
That's so funny.
And he just busted out laughing, did his shot, and walked out.
Oh my god.
And then I was left alone, and then I zoomed off into space.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? But it was him.
Mhm.
It was him. And we both shared a laugh, and I won't never forget it. That's all, but for a moment there, we shared a laugh. Because I was a smart ass to him.
He was too. But that's how I can see that happening, because he was too. He was.
For a second, I had it.
Because you know what? Deep down, you know, as intelligent as that man was, he knew the whole thing was a giant shit show. He knew it was just all a bunch of... Because he was a piece of meat.
Oh.
They didn't care about him.
Man,
They didn't
are
care.
we not a piece of meat?
Yeah,
Anyhow, let's
it's
not
vicious.
lose focus.
It's vicious out
The
there.
separation from the wolf to the lamb. We call it COVID. Living in fear while the nightmares speak greater death.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. So it seems like we're going through a time when, I mean, to give you an idea, my cold, hard idea, like the cold, hard truth of it all, I think, is they're trying to make or restructure an entirely new system so that they can breed a new race. That's my theory. That's just my theory, but I think the reason they brought this virus into the picture is they're trying to separate people into groups, like sheep. You go over there, you go over here, you do this, you do that. This is how you're going to identify yourself now. People who have COVID, people who don't have COVID, people who carry it, people who are contagious. I think they're trying to do this, and it's a systematic way of creating a... I mean, I don't know. That's just my idea. You probably have a more profound idea about it.
No, you just have to have depopulation.
Depopulation, yes. However, who remains is the most important.
We're all pieces of shit. It really don't matter at this point.
I have reason to argue that, but it's going to go into the realm of crazy ideas. I don't think we're all pieces of shit. I think, honestly, they're looking for something.
I'm pretty sure they're so insignificant.
They want something. There is something. But I'm just telling you, this is my idea.
Man. You know what I think they need?
To go fuck off?
Is to go fuck their mothers.
Yeah, I agree.
Repeatedly. If they don't, I'll be willing to do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since I skipped the poem.
Do you think I went too far on the COVID topic?
Fair.
I just want.
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say any more because I feel like I'm going to talk out of line if I present any more of my ideas.
No.
Yeah.
Why, you got more?
I do, but I'm not going to say it. I do, but I'm not going
You
to say
can't do that to me.
it.
You can't
Okay.
do that to me.
Okay, well, I know it's going to sound kind of silly, but I think there's something, and I'm going to be very serious with you. There's something in a person's blood. There's something that they're looking for. But if you stop and think about it, and you consider DNA, right, and your genetic coding, there's something that they can use there, and I think they're able to manipulate it in such a way. And I think they've been doing it all along. But like I said, and to be quite frank with you, I can see the possibility of there being an entirely new race. Let me just put it there, and I'll end it. I'm not going to say anything more. I won't say anything more. That's just my personal theory and opinion.
That's cool.
I'm done.
That's cool.
We can move on.
It.
We can move on.
Hell yeah, man.
Because now I'm getting
Hell,
uncomfortable.
we can work on that on the next.
Okay.
On the next episode, like I said, we'll work on that.
Yeah.
We'll go in deep on that. Keep it in your
Mhm.
box.
I think about it all the time.
Oh, cool. Put it down, man.
Okay.
We'll get more in depth than that. This is the birthday edition.
Birthday edition.
Episode 2. Since I left out the poems last time, I got a poem just for you. Curious at then the stakes set so high, each day dying from sweet inner laughter as the bullshit meets the knee. Sacrificed from birth the burden of becoming so stubborn, unwontedly always right, never in fear as the burning day meets dusk. Drunken, drowned feuds, all meaningless destruction, sex, misery, insanity flows like wine at the death of Christ. Happy birthday, may it be the last or just the start. What do you know about indulgence and the loss of God? Revered as the crack in the mold, I piss then think of you. The end.
I like that. Oh my god.
And I'm gonna send you out with a little sweet.
All right, Sanford, keep it down.
Sweet. I'm gonna send you out with a little something sweet.
Keep it down.
Keep it down, Sanford.
Yeah,
Don't
keep
get
it
too
down.
excited. Here we go.
I don't want to have to smack you.
That's all you get.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was David Graham. Catch us next week.
Next Saturday.